And look, I know we've obviously got tomorrow night's show ahead of a late Hotline live on Tuesday night, but I know this is such a big question to throw at you, but how do you feel it's going to go? Are we going to do it?
You'll need to come back to me. I'll come back. Honestly, this is what I'm saying. This is why it's impossible. How are we supposed to know if Steve Clarke doesn't know what person Scotland is getting? It's impossible.
It's a fair point,
This is what I'm saying. It's the drunk guy playing pool.
Yeah.
As long as he stays this level of drunk, don't give him a half. Don't give him another pint. Just keep it this level. Keep potting the balls. Just keep going. You can lie down afterwards. Just keep hanging on. I think there's something in the air. I mean, I wish it wasn't Denmark. And in this Denmark, so I don't think they're very good. I think they're pretty average in terms of European top seed terms. I think they're quite flaky. I think their bottles crashing. They've got a sickness bug running through the squad. I don't like all that stuff because, again, I'd rather it has been a tougher a Portugal or something
really?
Like that. I honestly,
I kind of see where you're coming from, Mick. I know what you mean.
Because I think what I think is that you have two teams who are both going to be riddled with nerves on the night. Because obviously, I mean, Denmark, I mean, completely wet the bed last night. They 1 foot in the World Cup and blew it. So they're going to be really nervous and under pressure as well. I think we are going to be the same because it's an opportunity. I think Scotland will be nervous the last couple of games. I think it's going to be a real nerve shredder for both of them. It could be mistakes made all over the place. It could be anything on Tuesday night. It could be anything. But I just think the stars are aligning. I don't know. There's something in the air that suggests that we're going to get there. But we're not going to get there. It's not going to be straightforward. That scenario you're talking, Keith, about being sitting in a party in the second half. Good luck with that one. That's not going to be happening. That's for sure.
You think I don't know that? I'm just trying to conjure a nice image. Mick, see, after the day I've had, I want to have a nice night's sleep tonight. A nice, calm night's sleep. So if I'm wanting to indulge in this fantasy world where Scotland are 3-0 up and we're all celebrating, then let me do that. At least give me tonight.
I've got the visions that the Will Ferrell with a big giant glass of wine shaking like that.
Well, in the comments, one last visit to the comments where we talk about Scotland. Scott points out the good thing is we need to win. Denmark will be thinking if they play for a draw or not. Colin says no point being negative now. Just everyone get right behind the team on Tuesday night. Paulo says he'd put Gilmore for Ferguson, Shankland in for Adams. And Scott simply says Hampden will be rocking on Tuesday. David says we have quality in the Scotland team. Playing at home gives a better opportunity. Hopefully we can rise to the occasion. And I mean, there's a few. I was going to read out a couple. Then when you start reading a comment, you think, bloody hell, I can't read that. So I'll stop. But one thing is for certain, it's going to be such an amazing night on Tuesday. Well, a huge night on Tuesday night. Hopefully, an amazing night. I'm like you, Mike. I think there's just something about this that makes me think we're going to get there. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I'm looking forward to it and dreading it at the same time. So it's
what you doing? What are you doing with the centre forwards if it was you?
Do you know what? I think Shea Adams, I think the problem is he brings a lot in terms of his movements and defenders. I just wish he had a bit more composure in front of goal. That's the only thing. And and unfortunately, it's not really something that you're going to teach in 3 days or 2 days. You just got to hope that it comes off. I think he works his socks off. He's got plenty about him. I wish he had a wee bit more of a cutting edge. Likewise, Gannon-Doak as well, really effective. But the wee final ball could be tightened up. Unlike, I think he will improve that. I think that will come. He's only 19, 20. I think it will come. Adams, I think we need to take it off with the smooth. And listen, a lot of our strikers have got that kind of in them as well. I just hope that he's used up all his kind of misses.
Well, I'm asking the question because on the journey back today, if I heard members of the Tartan Army talking about it once or twice, I heard it must have been a dozen times that Shankland would have taken them chances last night. And do you know what? I wasn't getting involved in the conversation, but I was thinking through it. It's hard to disagree, but does Shankland give you all the other stuff that Shea Adams does in terms of the work rate, the movement, the mobility, the physical aspects of his game? I'm not. How much does Scotland lose as a team by taking that out? I don't know. It's a real, for me, it's I'm glad that Steve Clarke that's making the decision.
I was going to ask there, just off both of you. Say, I mean, you can see John there in the comments saying Shankland should start. If it isn't Che Adams, is it automatically Shankland or is it Lyndon Dykes, perhaps?
I think Lyndon Dykes would probably be next in line.
That's what I would think.
That probably piss people off even more. I think if it's not Che Adams, it'll be Lyndon Dykes. But who knows?
I would agree with that. Aye.
I also think, Mick, that because Steve Clarke has talked about this previously when it was playoffs, and he said he made a mistake of not freshening up the team enough. Now, it's difficult for him to have said that and say that's a regret for him to then do it over again.
Yeah.
So
do you not think?
Although I think it'll be
off this one. I think in a normal double header, I totally agree. But in this one, I think all bets surely are off. I think you're not going to be resting anyone or rotating. It's got to be.
But he's previously said that that's something he's learned.
That
in such a short turnaround, you need to freshen it up. And it was actually from the games against the Greeks, wasn't it, that he said that?
Yeah.
In the other Nations League campaign. So if you've said that, if you've realised it, if you've said it publicly, I don't think you can stand accused of making the same mistakes again. So I think there'll need to be, I would say, minimum 3 to 4 changes to the starting order.
But to be honest with you, I mean that's about the maximum there is. I mean you're not dropping Hickey or Robertson, McGinn, McTominay. They're all absolute nailed on. I mean Christie, I'm not sure about Christie, that deeper role. I mean I think he's really effective for the pitch. I think obviously Gilmore hopefully banging the door. So there might only be 2 or 3 real areas in that team that will be changed. Do you look at centre halves? I mean, I
think he'll change his centre halves.
You think McKenna will come in?
What you thought?
I think McKenna's certain to start.
Yeah, I think he's had a good season.
Ahead of who, Keith?
Probably Hanley.
Okay.
Yeah.